Yan. All right. Good evening, guys. Can you guys see me sa screen? Can you guys hear me? Can you type in yes dito sa chat? All right. Dami nating early birds. Okay. So maraming fancy John. All right. So so this is yung income rising, okay? This is where we will have our special guest, none other than John Pagulayan, to share his story from his humble beginnings to now. Yeah, he's one of the people we look up to, no, when it comes to freelancing, and of course being dito tayo sa digital solopreneur, no, and email marketing Philippines. We'll pick his brain, okay? We'll pick his brain about how he writes emails for clients. Not only that, but also yung how he troubleshoots, right? What his process is, and so on and so forth, right? So without further ado, let me just find John and unmute him. Okay. Right. Yan. Hey, John.
Hey, man. What's up?
Yun. Kumusta?
Okay lang, bro. Sandali. Paano ko ba Ay, hindi ko pala maano yung video, pare.
Sige, boses na lang.
Hindi ko mabuksan. You can't start your video.
Na?
Nasa yata, bro, yung Nasa yata yung controls sa video.
Sige. Let me check on this. Nakikita ko yung make host. Let me...
Ikaw talaga, bro. Nakalagay dito, Sean, you can't start your video because the host has stopped it. Grabe.
Grabe
May
nagsasabotage ba't ayaw? We're dito make host. I try to make you host para make controls. Or...
Okay.
try ko lang I just click it.
I think it's gonna be the same.
It's the host now.
Okay.
Meron pa sa'yo. Yan. Yun.
There you go.
Ang gawa ng paraan. Welcome, bro. Thanks for joining us.
What's up, man?
Yun.
Ayan.
Yun. So, yun. Wala ka pa yatang tulog.
Meron naman, pare. Medyo maaga lang ako nagising kasi nga nag-lunch kanina. So.
Yun. Ayos. So if anyone's watching in the future, at a future time, we're in the middle of John's launch, Freelance Movement Tribe. So, yeah, makakulang siya sa tulog. Anyway, we will be picking his brain, yung life story ni John, as well as yung mga style niya sa pagsulat ng email, since doon tayo we lean towards that part of freelancing, online business. So, yan. So, simulan natin. Let's not waste John's time. So, if ever mayroon kayong question, try natin ising it. Okay? So, I can promise that. Alright? So simulan natin. We know John kasi actually medyo kwentuhan style lang tayo. Hindi tayo very webinar yung approach natin. So, John, kilala ka namin as now, di ba? Para kang ikaw yung tinitingala in terms of landing clients, changing the mindset of freelancers sa Pinoy. But what was your life before freelancing?
Life before, pare. So, like if, for example, some like the future me, like now, present me would go back into time,
right?
And say, dude, by the year by the time that you turn 30 something, you're gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Sabihin ko siguro, baliw ka ba? Like, for example, someone told me na you're gonna earn this much. Sabihin ko, shabu ka ba? Anong problema mo sa buhay?
Mm-hmm.
Kasi it's not really, gusto ko lang talaga dati, back then, was kumita ng 30,000 pesos.
Right.
Kasi gusto ko lang ng maliit na bahay at simpleng sasakyan. Kahit nga motor nga lang, yung trip ko lang. I grew up in Bicol. Panganay ako sa 4 na lalaki. And like it's a simple lifestyle. medyo exams nga yung GMA eh. Kasi sinabi sobrang hirap ko daw. Actually, nung tinatanong nila ako nun, sabi,
right.
So galing ka sa hirap. Sabi ko naman, can you define mahirap? Kasi sabi ko, when you say mahirap kasi, parang hindi na kayo kumakain.
Mm-hmm.
Kumakain naman kami. Although, diba, since Bicol nga siya, probinsya, yung pagkain namin, pwede namin kunin kasi sa tabi-tabi. Mm-hmm. Like, even if, we're just earning 14K a month for the whole family, it was enough.
Right.
We're not naman someone na sent to private schools and na hindi naman na lang kumasa 20,000 per wala naman ganoon eh. So yeah, that was before freelancing, and then I went to college na hindi ko tinapos. Don't ask me bakit it. Like I have let's just say na mabait akong bata.
Okay.
Yeah, mabait akong bata. Tapos, tawag dito. And because of that, I had to work really odd jobs. And in fact, when my friends before, yung mga tropa ko sa Talyar before, kasi I also nagtrabaho before taga-buffing ng sakyan. Kasi nga, kaya marunong ako pag nagbabangka. Taga-buffing ako sa sakyan dati. Tapos yung mga kaibigan ko doon, hanggang ngayon, inaasar pa rin nila ako pag may nakikita silang tinatawag akong JTL or something. Inaasar nila ako, sikat ka na, gano'n.
Talaga?
Hindi nila ako inabutan na gano'n. Like, ang inabutan nilang stage ko was, sumasilent ako as clown, gano'n. Kasi nga, yun yung, kasi may tropa ako na nagka-clown din. Talaga? So, para kumita ng pera, side lang, ng clown. Tapos, yung bahay namin, parang inuman lang siya.
Okay.
So, ganun yung buhay ko dati. It's like, pag walang kakwenta-kwenta, as in, pag iinom lang, pag gabi inom, tatrabaho kinamagahan, and then, inom ulit. Tapos siguro mga 24, mga ganun. Ayan, I also work sa SM, gano'n. And, a lot. Althea, interested to know daw sa mga side gigs. A lot. So, solid, as in solid. Nag-spotter ako sa Muñoz.
Right.
Like, mga RRJ, mga Lee. Ako doon. In fact, doon ko nga nakilala yung asawa ko. Boss ko siya dati.
Talaga?
Supervisor ko. Di ba? Mga maninira ng boss. That was my life before. Tapos, I think 24 or something yata ako. Nakalimutan ko na. Nag-boom yung call center industry.
Right.
And then, ayoko sa mga call center agents kasi mukha silang mayabang.
Okay.
Mga mukhang social na konyo. Tapos, nag-yosi sa labas and then, so init naman here. Parang I feel ganun na sila. Kung sino man nasa call center dito, hindi yun ang tingin ko ngayon. The same before. Kasi if you see me back then, like you'd expect na ganun talaga yung parang ugali ko. And then, someone said na, since bakit di mo i-try? Call center. Kasi parang sayang naman daw. And if I'm honest, di talaga ako marunong mag-English. I know how to form a sentence na English, but not really something na parang usap-usap English, parang ganun. Mag-walk out talaga ako nun kasi wala akong masasabi sa'yo. Tapos, ayun, I applied sa call center. Ang maganda lang nun, sa call center naman in-applyan ko, I don't know, you can call it serendipity or whatever. I was applied to Convergys. Kaya lang, hindi ako natuloy kasi hindi ko mahanap yung entrance.
Talaga?
Kasi yung Convergys kasi sa Alabang.
Okay.
Parang puro damuhan sa harap. Tapos hindi ko alam kung entrance. By the time na nahanap ko yung entrance, nakita ko ang dami nakatambay na nag-iwas. Di ba hindi nga maganda tingin ko sa mga call center?
Mm-hmm.
May dala pa akong folder, may dala pa akong envelope.
Right.
Feeling ko pare, habang naglalakad ako doon, tinitingnan nila ako. Parang ginajudge nila ako pare. No?
Ganon.
Ito mag-a-apply ng call center pa. So, nagpunta ako sa pinakadulo. It was a company in APAC.
Mm-hmm.
Before, APAC yung pangalan. APA. It was a big, siguro malaking company na rin back then, but it wasn't really something na, pag sinabi mong APAC, APAC ka gano'n, like, walang magre-react ng gano'n. Like, APAC, ano yun? Saan yun gano'n? Tapos, pumasok ako doon, I got the interview, nakapasa naman ako sa typing. Actually, pasang awa kasi 26 words per minute. Yung typing speed ko.
Right.
Tapos, nung final interview na, I think this is where I really got lucky. Final interview na, lasing yung nag-i-interview sa akin. Amoy alak. Tapos, nung pagpasok niya, sabi ko sa kanya, uy, sir, empty lights Tapos yun, naging normal lang yung usapan namin. Hindi pinasa niya ako. So, doon ako na sinuwerte at natutong mag-English. Kasi may training naman, di ba?
Right.
So, I worked there for a year, mga ganun. I worked there as a rep.
Mm-hmm.
And then, ang masaya lang, kasi I worked there sa year sa rep, medyo pasaway akong rep.
Mm-hmm.
So, parang wala naman silang pakinabang sa akin sa ops.
Mm-hmm.
So, ang nangyari is, nag-apply akong trainer, na-promote akong trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi, di ba by application for call centers. So, what I did was, siguro 6 months pa lang yata ako, nag-a-apply na akong TL, ang kapal lang na mukha. Basta, wala lang. Basta ang goal ko lang noon, wag akong mag-calls, yun lang.
Mm-hmm.
Mawala lang ako sa nagsasagot ng telepono, okay na ako.
Right.
So, I kept applying, and then by my 5th time na nag-apply ako, I applied for a trainer, which is something that I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi kung nasosocial na ako sa mga di ba, call center agents, lalo na yung trainer. Di ba, parang, di ba, can you see me as a trainer? Di ba, pag trainer, clean cut, kadalasan medyo feminine yung galawan. Diba? Normally, yun yung mga ng trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos, ayun, they hired me. Kasi naalala ko sabi nung training manager, kasi daw mayabang daw ako.
Ganun?
Mayabang daw. Kasi may parang practice teaching and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos, ang sabi, kasi parang may mga test sila, parang nag-iingay sila. Like, nag-iingay talaga sila para tingnan kung paano mo i-handle yung situation.
Right.
Tapos, nagulat sila kasi sinitsitan ko yung ginanong ko yung training supervisor. Sabi ng training supervisor, ano yun? Tawag dito, gay yung training supervisor. Sabi nito sa training manager, ang taray ng lolo. And ang nakakatawa nun, hindi ko sila kilala.
Okay.
Hindi ko sila kilala. Like, I didn't have no idea na training manager siya, training supervisor. I thought I was doing it in front of a practice crowd. So, nung sinitsitan ko siya, parang wala lang. Parang, ganun. So, and then I got accepted, became a trainer, and then that's it. Parang, from trainer kasi na ako ng freelancing na ako. So, yun na yung parang.
From yung first set ng career mo, di ba, John? Before ka nag-call center, how big of a shift sa lifestyle yung nangyari? Kasi syempre, of course, the reason you changed, di ba? Kasi it's an upgrade to what you were doing before. Paano nagbago yung buhay mo nung time na yun?
Nung nag-call center ako? Nothing really. Like, paglabas ako ng bahay, nakobad pa rin ako ng damit. Like, parang gano'n. Parang kasi, sabi ko nga sa asawa ko, kaya ako gusto dito sa street namin. Kasi bisan, sabi niya, hanap naman tayo ng magandang bahay. Tingin. Sabi ko, yung umalis dito. Sabi niya, bakit? Sabi ko, pag dito kasi, pag lumabas ako, may sumisit sa akin, tapos may suwisigaw ng, oy, Ray, tagay. Sabi ko, pag lumipat tayo sa malaking subdivision, wala nang gaganon sa akin. Wala nang. So parang, nasanay kasi ako sa parang tambay mentality nun. Na, di ba dati, sabi ko nga sa talyer, yun yung parang tirahan namin. So, parang sanay ako dun sa ganung mentality na parang kahit nasa call center na ako, nasa call center ako, di ba? Trainer ako, dapat nag-English ako. Pagdating ko ng floor, sumisigaw yung mga tao, trainer on the floor, sabi ko, ang ina, pag subukan yung mag-English sa harapan ko, sasampalin kita. Ginaganong, kasi ano talaga pare, nawala yung respeto nila. Nawala yung respeto nila sa position pare, binaboy ko talaga. Wala, parang ganun na talaga. Hindi lang ako sanay na, like nagagalit ako kapag may nakikita ako nag-i-English sa McDo.
Right.
Na order sa McDo nag-i-English. Medyo nabuburat ako sa ganun. So,
why do you think that is? Kasi, is it feeling mo na parang pretentious yung dating? Parang hindi natural sa kanila yun. They just want to do it para mas tumaas yung tingin sa kanila.
Right. Ito kasi may pananaw kasi ako nun na yung gagamitin mo sa depende sa kausap mo. Depende sa kung sinong paparatingan mo na. Diba? So, yun yung wala lang, yun lang yung sa akin. Like, di ka naman tawag dito. Kung in-interview ako sa TV, sige, mag-English ka. Kasi nga, meron namang, di ba, maraming iba-ibang lingwahe. But, yung sa, kausap mo na sa McDo, parang medyo, parang medyo weird. At ito pa pala, kasi nag-McDo rin ako dati, nag-service ko rin ako. So, parang And dati, sa may tapat kami nandun ako sa McDonald's Katipunan na distrito ng Ateneo.
Okay.
So, pag may nag-order doon one hamburger na walang, one cheeseburger please na walang cheese. Ano gusto mo sa buhay mo? Di ba magkakaroon ng burger? Wala pa, medyo baba lang tolerance ko para sa ganong tao. So,
right. So nung nag-transition ka naman so what made you jump from, kasi you mentioned 1 year ka, di ba, dun sa call center. What was the trigger that made you jump sa freelancing?
Actually, 8 years ako naging trainer.
8 years, okay.
8 years, parang, alam mo yun, wala nang, hindi naman sa walang growth. More like, I became like really comfortable with where I am. Parang tapos, ang problema lang nun, the income does not keep up with the family and the growing na expenses sa bahay. So it wasn't really, it's, masaklap na pamumuhay pare. Alam mo yung lalabas kayo ng, sabi natin, kasi kumuha na ako ng bahay. Kumuha na kami ng bahay nun.
Okay.
Kahit mababa pa lang yung sahod ko. So isipin mo pare, lalabas kayo di nga kayo makalabas ng weekend. Ang labas yun ng weekend pare, kakain kayo sa Jollibee pare. 500 lang yung pwede niyong gastusin. Tapos ang baon ko yata, nasa isang buwan na yun, sa isang cut-off, meaning 2 weeks. Tapos ang baon ko nun, nagsimula ako sa 600 every 2 weeks. Nung naging trainer ako, nag-increase, naging 1.5. Pero 2 weeks yun pare. As in, kapag nahulugan ako ng piso, alam mo yung mga times na hindi ka makaka-uwi kapag nahulugan ka ng barya. Parang gano'n siya. Ganun yung buhay. So medyo ako mag-freelancing. And nakita ko kasi na parang, may nagsasabi sa akin before, I don't know, mechanical Turk yata yun. I have like a friend before na nasa mechanical Turk. Not sure where that was. Parang yun yata yung Odesk and Upwork ng mga panahon na yun.
Okay.
So sabi niya, nakakuha daw siya ng clients, etc. So sabi ko, paano ginagawa mo? Hindi naman niya ma-explain.
Okay.
Kasi wala naman masyadong gumagawa kasi before. So ang ginawa ko, sabi ko, okay, hanap na lang ako ng nag-net ako. And like we all do, di ba? How to make money online.
Okay. The proverbial phrase na lahat na type na sa Google.
Ayun. And then I saw blogging, affiliate marketing.
Okay.
Parang, I don't know, sabi nga ng mga kakilala ko, like, when I fixate on something, I really become obsessed about it. Kasi talagang, hindi ko tinatantanan, parang gano'n. So I learned about it, nakita ko kumikita daw ng $10,000 sa mga blogging, mga gano'n per month. parang ang naisip ko naman, kahit 1/10 lang nito ang maabot ko, okay na sa akin. Kung tutuusin, ang gusto ko lang talaga, pare, mababaw na sa mababaw, additional 2,000 pesos per month. Makapag-ipon lang ako ng 1,000 every month para may bili ko sarili ko ng damit o kaya ng sapatos. Tapos yung 1,000, pangkain namin sa Jollibee sa at least 2 beses sa isang buwan. Pero kita mo nga, pati yung kakainan, di pa rin nag-level up. Jollibee pa rin yung iniisip. Kasi yun yung alam ko, pinakamurang kakainan namin. Kasi yung mga lugawan, gano'n, nalipot na namin lahat ng lugawan, lahat ng barbecuehan.
Right.
Kasi yun lang yung pwede namin, puntahan.
Ilang taon ka nito nung ito nag-start ka sa freelance, nag-explore ka?
Matanda na ako, bro. Siguro mga 20, either 28 or 29.
Okay.
Sobrang late bloomer na ako, pare. Kasi, di ba 28 yata? 28 siguro. Nice. Oo, 28 siguro ba? Yeah, sobrang late bloomer ako sa akin. That was, if I remember, that was 2 years. That was 2 years before I resigned. Ako nag-freelancing.
Siguro to give context, how young are you now?
34.
Oh, so mabilis na, like 6 years na from where you started. Pero yun, I think yan din yung isa yung gusto ko rin i-point out na kasi lumaki tayo sa di ba, na wala namang internet eh. So,
pare, yun nga.
Yung mga phone natin, ikot pa, hindi naman yung dial-up pa noon. So parang,
right.
Many people who are, kumbaga, doing things right now, none of them nagsimula with internet eh, di ba? So it's never really too late to start with what we're doing. So, so yun yung gusto ko rin ma-point out. Na sometimes kasi yung iba thinking, di ba, na parang baka it's too late na, di ba?
Right,
Not knowing na lahat medyo kumbaga late bloomer na din kasi sa corporate job, di ba, you'd say na dapat by 26 kung ano yung job mo now, more or less dapat hindi ka na palipat-lipat. But
to be honest bro, natuto lang akong gumamit ng email is nung kasi itong trainer ako na sila nag-set up ng Outlook ko and all that. So hindi talaga ako hindi talaga ako bisita sa net. Hindi ako maka-net na tao. Parang gano'n. Bisa nga naasar pa ako kapag nasa trabaho, kailangan akong mag-research sa net. Kasi it feels so foreign to me.
Okay.
Parang, parang lumilipad yung mga numero, parang gano'n. Kapag nag-internet ako. So, hindi ko talaga siya nakahiligan.
So even as a trainer na, parang naniniba, kumbaga that was your first exposure pa sa
Right. Wala akong Facebook. Kasi nga, actually, yung asawa ko nga lang gumawa sa akin ng Facebook. Nung time na yun, Kasi hindi ko alam yung farm bill. Minsan nakikita ko yung misis ko farm bill na.
Right.
Hindi siya parang nakahiligan talaga. Kasi wala.
Interesting, no? Parang, I guess ako din, hindi ko alam yun sa side mo na, even late 20s na, di ba? Even the internet is, medyo naninibago ka pa at that stage, no? So, interesting. Yun. So, okay. So, nung nag-freelance ka, ginawa mo to parang sideline lang muna or how did you transition from sa call center as a trainer tapos nag-freelancing ka?
I was working from 6 a.m. to hindi pa 6 a.m. Alis ako sa bahay ng mga 7. Dati ako sa work ng 9. Uwi ako makatapos ako ng work mga 6. Tapos 6 to... This was the last 2 years ng call center. 6 to 8 biyahe pa uwi sa bahay. Tapos 8 until... Siguro, saan nalabot ako ng 1 eh. Doon kami nag-aaway ng asawa kasi gusto niya matulog na ako. Ako parang ayoko pa kasi parang feeling ko dami ko pang kailangan matutunan. So for siguro na mga 9 months ako doon bro na I built my own blog. I was writing about blogging. Document ko lahat ng steps ko to doing the whole blogging thing.
Right.
I was documenting that, tapos ang nakakaiyak lang doon, wala kang kita.
Right.
Tapos sinisingil ka na nung domain mo sa alam mong papalapit na yung singilan, tapos gumastos ka pa naman. Kasi back then, 2,000 was really huge money.
Right.
So yung 2,000 na ginastos ko for domain and hosting, parang isip ko, the fuck, parating magsisingilan na naman, wala pa ako, hindi pa na ibabalik yung ano. Right. Tapos may mga, so sobrang wala talaga akong pera. Yung mga courses before about blogging and stuff, pupunta pa ako sa black hat sites para lang i-download siya ng libre.
Right.
I download torrent. As in, sobrang scavenger yung dati.
Right. So, for 9 months, yung 8 p.m. to 1 a.m., yun yung parang sideline time mo. Tapos, hindi ka pala nag-start with freelancing. I remember parang you mentioned this nga before na, so you started off with the blogging aspect, hindi pa yung sa
Right.
All right. So 9 months. So ano yung naging turning point? So after those 9 months, what shifted?
What shifted was I got lucky. May luck na part dito. Yun yung may lumapit sa akin and message me saying, dito? John, I like your blog. I like the way you write your articles, ganyan. Parang, how would you like actually, yung unang offer niya, how would you like to have a premium WordPress theme? Parang binigyan niya ako ng premium WordPress theme. Sabi, siguro nag-build siya ng goodwill. Ako naman, premium WordPress theme back then was like 4,000, 5,000 pesos.
Right.
So, sino ba naman ang tatanggap para sa 5,000? Even 2,000 nga wala akong pambayad.
Right.
Diba? So, sinaccept ko, thank you ako sa kanya. Sabi ko, ano bang gusto mong topic? Sulat ko.
Right.
Sulat naman ako, anong trip niyang topic? Kasi, I was just happy that at last, after 9 months of doing work, someone's appreciating what I do.
Right.
Yun lang pare. That's all I wanted. Just someone to believe. Kasi no one believes me back then. Parang, whenever I talk about kasi diba parang kapag bago ka pa lang, you're all hype. Ay kada makasalubong mo, gusto mong sabihan ng opportunity. Kaya lang,
right.
They give this weird look na parang, sige pre, umamin ka na, ilan na ba natira mo? Parang gano'n.
Okay.
Hindi yun eh. Talagang But yeah, no one believes you kapag ano ka pa lang sa sa
right.
Stage wala ka pang napapatunayan. If you have found someone that believes what you do, kahit wala ka pang success, that you're probably the luckiest guy,
right,
or girl in the world. But for most people, di ba ganun yung ganun yung. Kasi they trust you with what you do. Like for example, like my family, they're there to support, but at the back of their minds, they're saying, magtrabaho ka na lang kaya, like normal.
Kasi pag hindi mo naintindihan, may kaba talaga di ba?
Right. And you can't blame them
True. It's coming from a place of concern, di ba?
Concern, right.
Na-curious lang ako, bro. So, kasi 9 months ka nagsusulat, di ba? Kasi napapansin ko with email, a lot of people, parang they don't even want to start. Kasi the thought of writing scares them, di ba? Ikaw pa, blogging pag ginagawa is even a longer form.
Yeah, longer form.
Di ba? And ano yung, like, kasi even before you mentioned, di ba, doon sa magiging trainer ka natutong mag-English. What gave you the push to pursue that? Meron ka bang knack talaga of writing? Or how do you develop that?
Ito rin nakakatawa doon Like, I'm not sure if you saw it. Nung nilaunch ko isang program, nandun yung dalawang kaklase ko nung high school. Ang sabi nila, napaka-weird daw nung naging trabaho ko ngayon. Copywriter. Kasi sa lahat ng tao, alam nila ako yung ayaw magsulat.
Okay.
As in, literal bro, as in, dito, nakasulat na sa blackboard, pare, okay ko na.
Okay.
Bibigay ko sa katabi ko. Kasi yung sumali sa program ko pare, sa kanya ko binibigay yung notes ko.
Okay.
Tapos medyo bully ako pare nung sa mga nagsusulat. Parang sulat na ako. Tapos pag nakita ko na medyo pagod na siya, papalipat ko naman siya. Kaya yung teacher ko, natataka sila kasi iba-iba yung
yung handwriting ng
ng notebook ko. Tapos, may time naman na tawag dito. Nung una kasi, wala pa akong, di pa ako nakakapang-uto na magpasulat. So, ang laging comment sa notebook ko, pare, very neat but incomplete.
Okay.
Kasi walang sulat eh.
Uh-huh.
Tapos lahat ng, sinulat nila na 3 paragraphs, isa-summarize ko yun pare ng 1 sentence.
Okay.
So parang sila, well, diba, alam mo naman dati old school, kailangan magsulat ka. And all that. Wala silang pakialam, kinakapture mo yung essence within 1 sentence or 2. Magsulat ka. Para sa akin kasi, it's useless. Parang, naiintindihan ko kaya 1 sentence lang. Kung di ko naiintindihan niya, hindi full paragraph yun. Diba? Parang,
doon ka natuto magsulat ng subject line, no? Saka headline.
Tingin ko nga pare, yung parang training.
Summarize mo.
So nung nakapang-uto na ako magpasulat ng notebook, ayun, doon ako din nagsusulat talaga. So it's weird that ito yung gawain ko ngayon, pare. So as for the push naman, ito naman as for the push, sa totoo lang wala talaga eh. I think it was just the drive na well, to be honest, I really didn't care kung anong kalabas.
Right.
Siguro that was one factor. I just didn't care enough na may babasa nung
Right.
Kaya okay lang na tawag dito na gano'n. So I just wrote whatever I feel like writing. So walang pressure na I have to impress someone, walang pressure na.
Right. Naisip ko lang kasi you dedicate so much time 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. So that's 5 hours of your day every day. And you mentioned hindi ka naman mahilig talaga magsulat. And I think the reason I want to point that out kasi nga yung ibang thinking, di ba, dapat passion mo, for example, magsulat, passion mo, even to get started with that. And what I often say, sabi ko, kasi kami, kumari, dito sa Binondo, dito, yung mga business dito, hindi glamorous. Parang really just supply and demand lang talaga. So, kumari, may nagbebenta ka ng toyo, hindi ka naman passionate with soy sauce, di ba? Indirect yung passion mo, like, it's to provide for your family, ganon. So, siguro, in your case, ano yung drive mo doon? Kasi definitely, it's not the writing per se. But what drove you to write 5 hours a day for 9 months?
Wala naman. Like, siguro talaga, gusto ko lang talaga umangat sa buhay. Kasi, I just got tired really of kung nasaan ako. Like, and here's the thing, panay ako. Tapos yung kapatid ko, yung sumunod sa akin, nakapasok sa bangko, yung sumunod sa kanya, nag-programmer na. Alam mo yun, like, medyo nakayaman aminin, di ba? But, kuya ka tapos. Di ba? Parang, hindi naman kayo papalaki ng sahod. But the thing is, kuya ka, tapos parang ikaw yung walang direksyon yung buhay. Ganon. Tapos yung sa asawa ko, gusto ko rin patunayan na, alam mo yun, nakaya ko rin mag-provide. Wala na, parang more on avoidance na bumalik ako sa dati kong kinalalagyan and more than of pride that I have to prove myself. Parang sabihin natin sa lahat ng mga napagdaanan ko before, there's like a huge chip on my shoulder that I just can't let go.
Right. And I think super valuable yung shinare mo. Kasi even when I do some webinar, kasi medyo, hindi ka naman titira yung passion, but I feel that people get misguided by passion. And because you have a big why, you have to be honest with it. Kasi it doesn't have to be noble na, kumari,
exactly.
Kailangan, ang importante, yung big why mo, yung totoo. Like you mentioned, I'm really happy nga, minention mo yung about yung pride and like you have a chip on your shoulder. Kasi, posible naman yung big why mo is kind of negative, di ba? Kasi, sometimes yun yung mas nakaka-push nga eh. Di ba? Pag complacent ka, tapos nakita mong, parang sa trabaho, di ba? Pag nakita mong parang may up and coming, parang ako yung papalitan nito, medyo mag-step up ka di ba? Kasi may threat. So, sometimes, sabi ko nga yung big why, it doesn't need to sound beautiful. It has to be real. Kung ano man yun for you, di ba?
Right. Totoo naman pare, kasi tulad na sinabi mo na soy sauce. I doubt anyone's really passionate about soy sauce. Kahit sino tao. Oh, soy sauce, kulay brown siya. Galing, diba? I doubt, pare. Like, I doubt. Even the one who invented soy sauce is probably not as passionate with the product that he has. It's always, diba? It's always supply and demand, eh.
Tama.
Siguro lang, the thing I like about email marketing, that's why, kahit di ko alam, kahit di ako nagsusulat, hindi ko gusto magsulat. I think I was able to intersect something that I don't really like doing with something that I love. And what I love is, I really like, as cheesy as it sounds, I really like giving people something na yung results.
Right.
Like, it's not yung parang noble na like helping people. It's not like that. Like, for example, whenever before, nung natrabaho pa ako corporate, whenever my boss is gonna give me a glowing recommendation, it makes me really happy.
Right.
Yeah, sabi natin I help him or her, but it's more for selfish reasons. I just want to be commended.
Right.
So same thing with email. Like, I hate writing, but the fact that it can easily get them results, it makes me hyper. Like, whenever clients message me, like, dude, we just had like the largest launch we had. I'm like, I know. Kunwari pa cool. But cool in-expect ko na yan, like, parang gano'n. Pero sa deep side, like, wala lang mag-happy dance ka. Right. But yeah, I think I was able to intersect that, yung passion ko for...
Right.
Kita mo nga, pati yung passion ko, hindi nga noble yung passion ko. It's like for self-interest pa. So, I have a lot of people kasi that they feel na their why should be about their family, their why it's supposed to be that they're like bad people for not thinking about their family. No. Diba? If you keep lying to yourself,
right?
Na, diba, gusto mo ng Porsche, ang sakyan. Tapos, pagtatanong ka, anong why mo? I wanna help kasi my family.
Right.
Patot mo. Paano ka ma-motivate ng something na hindi naman talaga yung motivation mo?
Yun nga eh. Tama. Yung sinasample ko nga dyan, I'm not sure if you watch yung series, yung Breaking Bad. Yung bida doon, si Walter White, parang medyo may pagka-loser yung character. Pero chemistry teacher siya. Then, medyo he had cancer. Then kailangan niya ng pera. Chemistry teacher siya. He nag-intersect yung buhay niya with a drug dealer. So eventually, nag-create siya ng shabu na sobrang ganda ng quality. So medyo naging big time siya. Then yung wife sinasabi sa kanya to stop na, di ba? Tapos, sabi niya, he's doing it for the family. Tapos sabi ng wife niya, stop saying that, di ba?
Which is something that he realized sa first episode pa lang, di ba?
Oo.
Nagpa-flashback yung mga sinasabi niya.
Oo. Tapos, sabi ng wife niya, stop telling me you're doing it for us. Tapos, inamin niya. Sabi niya, I did it because I was good at it. It made me feel alive.
Exactly.
Ganon. So, yun yung nag-push sa kanya to be passionate about that. Kasi, yun yung big reason niya. Because he felt validated. He felt siya yung stud nung siya yung naging drug lord So, it has to be real. Yung
Yeah, but people are afraid to admit that. Yun lang yun eh. Kaya sila natatakot ma-judge, and not knowing that those feelings na being afraid of what people think of you is actually what's stopping from growing.
Right.
Tapos, although the dangers of this is that yung natutunan ko naman is at some point or kapag nagagamit mo na yon lahat ng negative things to push you forward, what took you there is not gonna take you somewhere place higher. Right. Now that's the time that you look for bigger things outside of yourself. Right. Kasi mauubos mo yun yung selfish reason na yun. Right. Mauubos mo siya. I'm like 100% mauubos mo siya. I think that was 3 years ago. Parang ini-squeeze ko pa rin like every selfish reason na maisip ko But wala na eh. Wala nang, like parang, it could only take you so far.
Right. Okay, cool. Tapos, siguro, could we go into yung, siguro your early days as a freelancer? Sorry, parang.
I don't know what is order from the CEO. He started from position. He's taking position.
As a host,
no,
you can do it. So, yeah, I'll name it first.
I gave him sample because I told him it's difficult to download. It's a big file.
Yun, di ko alam ano nangyari dun. Alright, let me unmute si John. I just... Alright.
Parang may parang may drug cartel na usapan dun.
Narinig nila yung kwento natin, biglang pumasok. Ayun.
Dimitri.
Yeah, maraming kinabahan doon. Anyway, yan. 5 grams daw, sabi ni Mark. Ayun. Yun bro, siguro in terms of yung sa start mo sa freelancing, how did you start off? Kasi I know from previous conversation, di ba? You didn't start off with yung premium clients right away, di ba?
Yeah. I started $12 per email. That was the lowest that I charged. Ang problema nun, since I don't like writing, it takes me 3 hours to write a single email. So ang system, parang $4. $4 per hour pa rin yung dating ko.
Right.
And nakuha yung client kasi yung nabigay sa akin ng workers team.
Right.
And then, one day he asked me, dude, like I said, I write like the way you write. Really love the insights. Would you be able to write email? I think you're the perfect guy in a pagkakasam. I think you're the perfect guy to write emails for us. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. Email lang pala. I thought email was, dear sir, madam, please excuse my son. I thought those were the emails that I'm gonna write. Parang medyo correspondence lang na email. So I said, yeah, sure. Tapos sabi nila, do you know email copy, do you know copywriting? Ako naman, inisip naman copywriting, yung mga sa billboards, mga TM, mga trademark, kahit hindi ko naman alam talaga yung mga laws about copywriting, sabi ko, yeah, I think I could do it. Cool. Sabi ko, could you send me a sample ng gusto niyo pagawa?
Right.
Sige, send ako sample. Sabi ko, okay, give me 2 weeks to work it out, to write this down. Pero ang pinapagawa lang niya para sa akin, mga 5 emails lang yata. To write this down, blah, 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 etc. etc. Yeah.
Right.
Tapos pare, nung pagbukas ko ng folder, dun na pare, the biggest shock of my life.
Okay.
Kasi I have no idea what email marketing is, or what even email copy is. Tapos nakita ko pare, may like anong email to, like what is it exactly doing? Ganyan. Tapos doon ako nag-search sa net. May follow-up questions pa nga ako sa kanya, kasi nalalaman ko na magbebenta ka pala dito or magaganto. So follow-up question pa ako sa kanya, sabi ko, ano bang bebenta natin dito? Ganyan. So yun, after 2 weeks, so bale 1 week and a half yata. 1 week and a half. Puro research na ako about email marketing. Everything that I could find. Even courses on email na nakita ko sa Black Hat. Black Hat sites. Our friendly Black Hat sites. Ayan. Kinuha ko pare. As in, pinag-aralan ko talaga. I was breathing and sleeping email for a week and a half. Nasa jeep ako, nakikinig ako sa hindi pa iPad nun eh. Nanghiram lang ako ng MP3 player nun.
Right.
Nagpa-burn pa ako ng full course. Kim Matt Fury pa yun, pare.
Right, wow.
Matt Fury na course. Yung $1,000 na course na nakuha ko ng libre. Tapos, as in, I live and breathe email na tipong pagdating ko ng trabaho, siguro mga 15 minutes before the class. Sabihin ko pare doon sa isang estudyante ko, like, bro, what do you guys want to do for sa unang part ng araw niyo? yeah, we just wanna, pwede na bang, magpahinga, lumabas muna. Sabi ko, okay, I'm gonna give you 2 hours, do whatever you wanna do, tapos dala-diretso tayo discussion. Kaya sige, tuwan-tuwa naman sila. Hindi nila alam yung first 2 hours na yun, pare, I was learning email.
Nice.
Talagang focus lang. Tapos the last 3 days, that was the part where I started writing. Di ba sabi ko nga 3 hours ako magsulat ng email para.
Right.
Hindi ko, hirap isulat nang wala kang idea, tapos hindi ko alam kung tama ba yung ginagawa ko.
Right.
Wala naman nagsasabi sa akin kung tama o hindi. Pinapattern ko lang doon sa nakuha kong mga course.
Right.
Tapos, ayun, like, when he came back, sinad ko na, nag-invoice din ako ng $70+. Tapos sabi nung, yeah, okay naman to, et cetera. We'll get tested. Ganyan. Tapos pag after nun, mga 2 weeks have passed, wala sila pare, hindi na bumalik. Parang sabi ko, shit. Sabi ko, ano na to? It's a bust. Kasi nga, hindi naman ako marunong. And then, after 2 weeks, bumalik siya, sa Skype siya, nag-message, sabi niya, John, I have a good news and a bad news.
Okay.
Sabi ko, okay, give me the good news muna, pang pa-soften ng blow.
Okay.
Good news is, the good news is you write like a girl, sabi.
Okay.
What do you mean you write like a girl? No, it's a good thing kasi kamo, you write with emotions, kanya, something that we had a hard time finding with logical, with more logical male copywriters daw.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Another good news, yung open rates natin 80%.
Okay.
Which is something that medyo nagalit pa nga. Well, hindi naman nagalit. More like, nagtampo pa ako sa sarili ko. Sabi ko, ba't di 100?
Right.
Ayaw na yung email ko. And this is me not knowing anything about it.
Right.
Diba? So sabi ko, out of 180 lang nagbukas. Ano kaya yun? Parang, diba? Parang sabi ko, kailangan pang mag-ano. But sila tuntua. Parang.
Right.
Tapos, okay, so parang ako naman, natuwa naman ako. Kasi parang, okay, natrabaho ko sa inyo. Okay naman yung kinalabasan. Ma-accept ko na kahit di nyo nakakunin ulit. Parang, okay na ako. And then sabi na, okay, and then here's the bad news. Ayun na, parang sabi ko, baka mamaya iparefund sa akin yung pera. Sabi, bad news is, we're gonna hire you for more work. Do you still have the time to write more emails? Kasi parang, pare yun yung, like, kasi alam mo yun, yung parang nasa kalsada ako, pare, tapos, lahat na nagsabi sa akin na hindi gagana yung online marketing, pare.
Right.
Parang gusto ginaganito ko, parang, what's up?
Right.
Parang yun, yung scene ni Tobey Maguire sa Spider-Man, pare.
Right. Yung parang nakaitim siya, di ba?
Nakaitim siya, pare.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. I just earned money online. Pare, ganun yung feeling.
Right. So yun yung first ever na
first ever client.
Nice. So
sila yung nagbukas ng path to other email clients na rin.
Right. Tapos naalala ko kasi your story is unique na naalala ko one of the first parang public exposure mo as a freelancer was sa meetup ni Marv, di ba? If I'm not mistaken. Tapos sa meetup niya may intro, everyone introduces themselves. Tapos a lot of people are they're starting out sa freelancing, which is on like $5 an hour, ganon, which is yung easily lowest hanging fruit when you're starting off sa freelancing. Yun yung first path. Then you went there, then parang you shared yung the way you do freelancing, which is nagulat sila with your clients, no? Can you share yung experience mo nung it was your turn to speak? Na-mute ka. Oops, sorry. Unmute. Yan. Right.
And hindi, wala lang. Weird lang yung kila Marv. Kasi nga, I said something na parang I really believe na Filipino freelancers can charge X amount, not knowing, much about the freelancing industry sa Pinas. Kasi nga wala naman akong tropa, di ba? Like, ikaw nga lang first ko nakita na tao na online. Like, well, si John Orana. Yeah. But the thing is, pinipilit din niya ako lumabas sa lungga kasi nga wala talaga akong tropa pare na freelancers. So I really thought na ang kinikita ng mga freelancers, when you say you're a freelancer, I really thought that you're earning parang 500,000 ganun.
Right.
Kasi yung mga freelancers sa states na mga kakilala ko, mga copywriters, diba? Tapos mga sales funnel, ganyan.
Mm-hmm.
Kung tinatanong ko magkano service nila, 15K daw. So naisip ko naman, kung one client a month lang sila, kahit one client a month lang.
Right.
Sobra pa sa 500,000.
Right.
So I was thinking na ganun yung
Although
na may narinig ako na VA work kanyan, but I didn't really equate it with the word freelancer back then.
Okay.
Kasi wala naman ako nakasalubong na freelancer sa na foreign. Sa online, nasasabi niya, I'm a VA. Wala, bihira silang mag-describe ng gano'n.
Interesting yun, no? Kasi parang, it just goes to show how important your surroundings is. Yung parang, who you mingle with. Kasi it just so happened na, yun yung path mo. Then, na-expose ka with people who are, ganun yung expectation mo. Kumbaga, ang ceiling mo is not like 10, 15K. And parang yung mindset mo has been directed there. Na yung expectation mo of yourself din, siguro to some extent, yun yung magiging ceiling mo kasi yun yung, kumbaga yung tropa mo sa freelancing, di ba? So, parang, would you say that's a fair assessment ng value of having the right people around you?
Definitely, pare. Kasi di ba binabayaran ako $12 before per email.
Right.
And tuwang-tuwa na ako noon. Tapos pinapasulat nila ako before nag-increase pa yan, naging $20 per email pa ako eh. Naging 25. Tapos pinapasulat nila ako ng 16 emails a week yata. Mga ganun. So, malaking pera siya, bro. Malaking pera.
Right.
Siguro, kumita na ako ng extra 40K.
Nice.
40K a month.
You're still working pa, di ba?
Yeah, I'm still working. Pero kumbaga, para sa akin, 13-month na buwan-buwan. Ganun yung pakiramdam.
13 buwan-buwan. Ayos
13 months na buwan-buwan. Parang, alam mo yun, like, I was doing that. Tapos, may nakasalubong akong sa online pa rin, forum to, sa Warrior Forum yata.
Right.
An email copywriter who does the same thing I do. Pero ang charge daw niya, magkano ba yun? $75 per email. And for me, that was unbelievable.
Mind-blowing na yun,
What the fuck, 75? Tapos kinuwenta ko ngayon, 16 emails, 75 each, pare. Hindi na naginip na ako, pare, ng gising. But, yun nga, hindi ko alam, pare, siguro by association na rin, or we have this, like, kapag nag-improve ka, you attract different people in your life. So, I've noticed that na tumataas na sa $20, nakakasalubong ako ng mga $30 email copywriter na.
Right.
Tapos, may mga nakasalubong na ako 75. Tapos may the more I immerse myself dun sa, sa mundo ng email copywriting, sa mga, mas naging concern na ako ngayon on networking instead of learning email.
Okay.
Nawala na yung focus ko sa learning ng email. I'm now focused on parang networking na with like-minded folks. Parang ganun.
Was that a conscious decision? Or napansin mo lang isang araw na parang that was yung nagbibigay sa better return or better, mojo sa business mo? Yeah,
I think, actually, it wasn't conscious kasi
okay.
Napaka-ano ko naman kung sabihin kong conscious decision on my part. It's like, parang wala na, tuwa lang ako na, kumbaga, it was as if bumalik ako sa day na I typed how to make money online.
Right.
Parang, what? Kumbaga, ito na ako eh. Kumbaga, para sa mga tropa ko, astig na ako eh. Tapos, there's another layer na parang people get to charge, this much. Parang
right.
So, parang, for me, it was another opportunity to, parang, na-obsess na naman ako dun, pare, on how to charge high, how to you know, for all that. Ayun, and then that was the time then, siguro I worked for like a year. And then, napansin ko na I wasn't really growing. Parang walang.
Right.
I'm stuck at $25 per email. Like, kahit anong gawin ko, kahit anong tips, kahit anong pagpapagaling ko sa pagsulat ng email.
Right.
Tapos, nakakatawa pa nun, pare. Sa sobrang, syempre may comparison, pa ako nun, madami pa akong inggit sa katawan ng mga panahon na yun. Parang, pag may nakita akong $75 per email, sabi ko, bro, bisa niloloko ko pa. Sabihin ko, bro, may client ako na baka gusto magpasulat. May samples ka ba dyan? Gusto ko lang makita ko what
Right.
what a $75 email looks like.
It's like, yeah.
And then I always end up disappointed when I see na, what the fuck? Mas magaling pa ako dito eh. Tapos, alam mo yun, like, di naman sa pagmamayabang, but you know when you can do better.
Right.
Tapos, yun lang pala yung, that's a $75 email. Like, totoo ba to? Sino naglolo ko nito? Ayan.
So, ano natutunan mo dun? Curious ako, what did that experience teach you nung nakita mo yun?
Wala pa ako masyadong natututunan doon ng mga time na yun. All I know is that what I was doing is worth more than 75.
Right. Yeah.
Yun lang yung alam ko. I just don't know how I could make other people see it.
Right.
Yun yung problema. Yung hirap ipakita sa inyo.
Tama.
And then I got, I think that was the time I got a mentor. Like a year.
Right.
And ang weird pa nun, kasi nung mga time na yun, yung mga time na naghihirap ako sa pag-email, wala pang, as in, hindi naman talamak yung mga coaches.
Right.
Di ba like before, there wasn't like really a lot of people like now in Facebook doing coaching.
Right.
Let me teach you email, ganun. Actually, wala. Sa totoo lang, mga email marketers nun, mga sakim, mga, like, they don't want to share what's working for them. Kasi labanan ng controls yun eh. Labanan ng...
Right.
So parang, di ba, counterintuitive na papakita nila yung...
Right.
So parang ang hirap kumuha ng maging mentor. Tapos yun nga, si $75, di ako naniniwala sa kanya kasi nga mas magaling pa ako sumulat. So parang, hindi ko naman siya... Ayoko naman kumuha ng mentor na gano'n. Like yung parang medyo hirap akong paniwalaan yung sinasabi. So ayun, I sat, parang nag-post ako sa forum din noon. Sabi ko, advice sa struggling email marketer, ganyan. So parang yun, get a mentor, mga ganun. So, parang tanong ko naman next, how do you find a mentor? Ang sabi, pero doon parang I forgot his name. Pero alam ko copywriter din siya na medyo malaking. I think it was Craig Clemens. Craig yata pangalan nun. Sabi niya, if you're gonna find, if you wanna find a mentor, huwag kang basta napupunta sa mga nagbebenta ng coaching or whatnot. You'd rather find someone na that's been there. Number one, that's been there. Number two, that has the lifestyle na gusto mo. Kasi minsan di mo naman gusto yung lifestyle yung pala. Bawa.
You're right.
Ako, kahit si Gary Vaynerchuk mag-open ng coaching program niya kahit libre niya, mag-enroll. Ayokong mag-grind, hustle. Like, right. That's not my thing. So, kahit libre pa niya ako ng coaching, hindi ako mag-enroll kay Gary Vaynerchuk. So, I found someone, this guy that starts with the letter D ang name. I found this guy na who's doing email copywriting. And he's charging around $2,000 dollars per email.
Wow.
That was how his email was worth. And ang nakakatawa nito, he doesn't even say like how much he charges. But it's more like you should consult with blank. He charges like $2,000 per email. So parang third party account. Parang,
okay.
Okay ito. Juicy. And so I stalked the guy. I wanted to I wanted to learn. I sent him emails and stuff. And back then, he was doing coaching, but it wasn't like email. It wasn't like solely email.
Mm-hmm.
So parang I had to beg for him to make a separate separate program just for me. Na hindi naman niya kilala.
Right.
Yeah. So that's when I paid. Long story short, I paid him like over $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
I had to spread it out in months. Kasi wala naman akong pera.
Okay.
And yun yung mga time na mag-aaway kayo ng misis mo dahil
right.
wala namang kayong pera tapos bumili ka ng isang program na hindi nyo naman mahahawakan. Na mas mahal pa sa second hand na kotse.
Oo nga, no?
Diba?
Yeah.
So parang, ano ka ba? Parang baliw ka ba? Ano bang may masabi? Kaya lang, I really feel that it's something that I want to do. In fact, ang sabi ko nga sa asawa ko before, sabi ko sa kanya, and Sheldon knows this story. Sabi ko sa kanya, ano yan? Anong date niya? Like, nagtatanong ako ng date. Sabi ko, next year mayaman na tayo.
On.
ito yung ano nun pare, ito yung catch. Back then, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I just felt that I have to say it for it to feel real for me.
Right.
I don't know, di ba sa nagde-declare ka, sisigaw ka, parang, ako yung pinakamagaling. Parang, like for me, that was my declaration na parang, kailangan, naman. And my wife was parang laughing, hindi naman laughing, like smiling. Kasi like, okay, parang wala kang ng pera, tapos, like, but now we get to laugh about it. Minsan nakasakay kami sa kotse and then I tell her, Ben, ano ba sinabi ko sa'yo, nilaman tayo? Sabi niya, oo na. But at least now we get to laugh about it.
Right. Interesting. Sige, bro. That's fun. I'm sure parang marami dito sa nakwento mo. Maybe a lot of people haven't seen it. So I think it's very important because a lot of people see where you are at now. And I think mas makaka-relate sila with where you've gone through. Na, kasi they can see themselves in you. And perhaps if they're in a better position, kumbaga, if you were able to do that nga, di ba? From where you started, it's something they can do as well. Now, siguro, we could shift a bit in terms of the tactical part. Of course, that I remember one of our conversations before na yung Pinoy mahilig din sa tactics, di ba?
Right.
So, siguro, I don't want to take too much of your time, no? But in terms of, sabihin natin when you get that client, no? When you get that or email, what is your process before to come up with emails for them? So, ano yung nangyayari before the finger touches the keyboard to write those emails? What happens between landing them and before you type the first letter?
Actually, a lot of people are gonna find it funny, but it's less writing. The first thing that I check is the traffic.
Right.
The traffic. A lot of people don't know this, but traffic makes up 50% of your success when writing emails.
Right.
Kahit gaano kagaling magsulat ng email, kung pinibentahan mo ng sapatos yung, I don't know, yung wala namang paa, or pinibentahan mo ng gloves yung walang kamay, walang bibili nila. Diba? So that's one of the first, that people have to understand. So that's the first thing that I check whenever I get a client. I check out kung ano yung traffic nila. And I do that, like what kind of offers have these people bought, yung history. Right. And, okay, so ito yung audience niya. Number 2, which is the 40% of the equation, is the offer.
Right.
Okay, so ang pinakamatinding tanong ko doon lagi, since tamad na akong tao, is, has this converted before?
Right.
Has this offer, has someone bought this offer before? Kasi 40% siya, malaki yun eh. So,
right.
Diba, it's more like, parang sa mga taong they don't understand what the offer is. It's like, yung target is dog owners, tapos yung offer mo is dog food. Pag match yung dalawang yun, like 90% kahit bano kang magsulat, mananalo yung campaign.
Right.
If you have the wrong offer, dog owners, tapos cat food. Diba? Not gonna do a thing. Kahit gano'n ka pa, kahit ikaw pa si Dan Kennedy or ikaw pa si Gary Bensivenga.
Right.
Walang mangyayari doon.
Right.
Pilitin mo man yung sarili mo na mag-come up with something really good to say. It's not gonna work out.
Right.
So, like, second is the offer.
Kung nasa desert ka, di ba? Abutan mo na ng tubig. Wala nang salita.
Exactly.
Yun na yun, di ba?
Diba? Kahit na may lumalangoy pa uod dun eh.
Tama. Right.
So, yeah. So, ito naman yan, if they said yes, if they said no, normally hindi ko talaga kinukuha.
Right.
Hindi ko kinukuha yung project na yun. Kasi, pahirap yun eh. Pahirap yun sa buhay ko pa. Ayoko lang offer na hindi pa nag-convert. But if it already converted, validated na ng audience, pare. May nagbukas na ng wallet. Yun yung mali ng mga copywriters. They think na bakit maganda sa papel tingnan yung offer.
Right.
They think na okay na. Tapos bisa mag-survey pa sila. Sabihin nila, guys, is this something that you'll buy? At yes. Sabihin sa akin, nagtanong kami, nag-survey kami, sabi nila yes daw eh. Sabi ko, walang bearing yan eh. The only vote that really counts is the one done by their wallet.
Right.
Talaga yun eh. If they voted yes with their wallet, that's it. Your offer's good. It's golden. That's it.
Right.
So, ang ginagawa ko doon, if it converted, ang tanong ko na lang doon is, can I make it better?
Right. When you ask yung conversion, see, like one person, they could sell one item and that's a conversion. What is yung threshold mo of conversion for them? Like, is there a certain percentage you're looking at?
Yeah, at least the normal conversion. Like for example, a normal conversion kasi online is 1 to 2%. Diba?
Right.
Kung 0.001 yun pare, like, medyo
baka nagkamali ng pindot yun.
Sure ka ba? Parang pinamigay nyo lang yata ito. Parang ganun.
Right.
Yeah.
So at least that around that 1 to 2% benchmark.
Yeah, kasi I can always, like I know my numbers. I can always convert at 4% above. So, if I see 1 to 2%, nagda-dollar sign na yung mata ko nun para like, kayang-kaya ko itong bigyan ng mas malaking benta.
Right.
Diba? So, yun. Question na lang doon is how can you make it better? So, like for example, is the current price point, is it below or average ng current market? Is it something that you can position, can you increase the price point for the other reason para lang maiba lang kayo?
Right.
Kasi yun yung, di ba, kadalasan walang high-end na product dun sa market. Tapos, you just gonna make it high-end just because gusto mo lang. Mas maraming tao na engganyo sa ganun eh.
Right.
Tapos, for example, like, are there components na you can add sa product? Like, pwede ka bang mag-add ng coaching, mag-add ng ano ba yan? Like,
usually bro, how receptive are they with those suggestions? Kasi di ba, usually when they hire copywriters, usually di ba, I'm just thinking, they're looking at somebody to sell what they already have.
Right.
Is that, have you seen like may pushback with like, I hired this, but what are you, parang kumbaga binimess up mo kumbaga what their offer is, what their product is. How do you deal with that?
It's sa totoo lang, you have to come into you have to come in the deal knowing what you want. Kasi if they can push you around, like parang for example, eto lang I'm a brain surgeon. Yun. And I said, okay, humiga ka, ito gagawin natin, doon na blah, 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 blah. Would I go and say, teka dok, ginawa natin yan eh. Meron na ako ninyan eh. Diba? Like, namamatay na ako bukas, there's a brain surgeon na alisin mo. Tapos may ipagtalo pa ako kung anong... That would be probably the last thing on my mind. And the thing is, yung context, may tawag dito like how like there are certain things that we assume ganun na yung role niya.
Okay.
Like a doctor, we don't really bother. Diba? Like saying na, wag ganun yun. We just follow.
Right.
Pagpasok mo sa restaurant, na lahain sa medyo high-end restaurant, na hahainan ka, na these things are gonna happen without them saying a thing.
Right.
So I have to, when you're doing freelancing, you also have to come in at that specific, with that mindset. Now, when you come in, this is what's gonna happen. Not the other way around.
Right.
Parang ganun.
Right. Got it.
So, just sabihin ko, now, for the software to work better, mga ganun pa. As in, like, as I say it as a matter of fact, para. Like, walang, would you mind if we change this? Walang ganun, bro. This software is gonna be better if blah, 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 blah. Right. Pero, bayad na ako nun, bro. Bago ako magsabi ng like, for example, yung isa, like, we did a survey, and we found out na yung gusto pala ng mga tao, walang certificate. Yung product nila walang certificate eh. You know what? Let's gonna make this product convert better. Let's do maliit certificate. Just giving them a certificate of completion na gawa na to. So at least now, masasagot na natin yung isang objection nila.
Right. Got it.
Right. So yun lang like there are other components that you can add to make it the perceived value like higher. Like Ryan Dice does it. Nag-add siya ng mga yung sa digital marketing niya. Like now you can post it in your wall na digital marketing.
Yeah, even sa email mo or even your blog, yung parang badge, the badge at
Right. And if we're honest, it doesn't mean a thing. Sino ba si Ryan Dice? Like who made him the authority on digital marketing? Diba? Right. But people are buying it not because of Ryan Dice, but because of their innate need na kailangan nila ng certificate to prove that they've done something.
Right.
Diba? Like, I can ask any client right now, they won't choose you just because you have a certificate or a badge of digital, And I can say this because I don't have a certificate, like not one.
Right.
So, diba? Tapos, can you, tawag dito, like, can you add or subtract anything from the offer that they have? So aside from adding, to make the specific value go up, sometimes yung product, module 1 to 3, as is, pwede na yun. Tapos yung 4 to 6, pwede na siyang bonus.
Right. The way you package it.
So the way you package it. Like some businesses are not doing that eh. So the way you package it is always Tapos ito pa yung pinaka, importante. Like what are the pragmatic benefits that you can pull out?
Right.
Kasi kadalasan, mga business owners, they say, it's gonna make your life better, blah, blah, blah. Right. I'm more, mas kasi ako sa mga business-like na numbers. That's something like blank X in 30 days. Right. Because there's something that we can pull out na specific, na measurable from your product.
Right.
Kasi, mga business owner, like, it's gonna help you, blah, blah, blah. Wala namang, it's good that you're targeting emotion. It's gonna help you live your life with your family, etc., etc.
Right.
But sometimes yung sales page puro ganon. It nawawala na yung nawawala yung logical side.
Right. Yun. Tsaka parang it gives I guess a good, hindi naman masama yun. It's just that you have to mix it up as well. Kasi but there are different types of buyers din eh. Diba? Some would like the logical part. Some would have yung BS meter. Pag walang ka-stats, parang BS lahat to, di ba? Yung iba naman, nadadala sa story. So you have to have them in mind as well. Of course, there will be people there will be markets na mas logical talaga, mas iba, mas emotional. That's where yung research comes in. And
tapos you can also say na do they have like other products before na sobrang bestseller that you can bundle with the product now?
Yeah.
Kasi sobrang dami ng ways to make the offer better. that sometimes you don't even have to write na exceptionally.
Right.
Parang yun lang yan. So, yun, market and then yung offer.
Right.
Now, next is once nakuha namin yun, next is I'm gonna get the stories out of the client.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna get the stories. Kasi di ba, I can't tell my stories for her,
Right.
for the client. It has to be their stories.
Mm-hmm.
So, sometimes I give them a questionnaire. And sometimes we go to an interview. Sometimes it takes us like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so parang you go into a call and you tell them na, sometimes yung mga information that will trigger a sale that's gonna come from your stories.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to write better, I need to be you, get inside your head,
right.
creating the marketing materials. So some of the questions that you're gonna, so the questions that you're gonna hear me ask are unconventional questions. Some of them don't have anything to do with with business success or anything.
Right.
But these seemingly unrelated facts or mga failure, pare.
Mm-hmm.
Things that they failed on.
Right.
I think Denzel calls this like more damaging admissions.
Mm-hmm.
That but the goal is that your customers can identify with.
Right.
That's what I'm looking for. Of course, there's a disclaimer at the bottom na, like I would not use any info on this on this page without your permission.
Right.
And all the information is blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
So yung questions actually can vary. Like parang, how did you create the product?
Right.
Where did the idea come from?
Mm-hmm.
What were the struggles that you went through when you were creating the product? Were there any like eureka moments or light bulb moments?
Right.
Worst life setbacks? Ito to mga weird questions like, where did you live?
Right.
Previous occupations. How were your parents like?
Mm-hmm.
What's their religion? Kamusta na yung lola at lola mo? Are you married, divorced? Do you have children? Do you have pets? Tapos hobbies. What do you enjoy most about life? What do you dislike most about your life?
Right.
Ano pa ba? Minsan pag ginaganahan ako, tinatanong ko pa ng religion nila, politics.
Right.
Right. Who are your heroes? Books that you're reading, favorite books.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos yung mga give me a story na 3 most embarrassing stories that you have when you were a kid.
Mm-hmm.
One embarrassing story that you have when you're high school. One embarrassing story that you have in college. Mga personal stories.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos ayun, gusto ko tinatanong to. Sabi ko, barring any FTC or anything,
right.
What's the most outrageous claim that you can make for your product? Kung hindi ka mahuhuli ng police o ng ano yung pinaka-outrageous claim na magagawa? Yeah. I asked them those questions. And I think yung isang client ko, like one of the biggest emails that got more sales for him was when kinwento niya yung elementary siya, napunit yung short niya.
Okay.
Kasi sumipa siya.
Okay.
So, bakit ka sumipa? Kasi ginagaya daw niya yung isang kaklase niya.
Mm-hmm.
Na sumisipa ng Pero embarrassing daw yun kasi nung sumipa daw siya, pagtawanan daw siya, etc. So, nung email, ginamit ko yun.
Mm-hmm.
Sabi ko, ito, nagkwento ako ng bata ko, may bata, ginaya ko, napunit yung shorts ko. Ang parang moral of the story doon is like, we're the same thing in business. Isa gaya-gaya tayo ang ending, punit yung shorts natin.
Right.
Diba, parang ganun yung Yeah, but people were able to relate kasi parang, si ganyan, si client, nabutas pala shorts siya dati. Parang, it was one of the best selling emails we have just because it was personal.
Right.
Tapos meron ng but I wouldn't have gotten that if I did not ask for like yung mga saan ka nag-aaral. Kasi kailangan mo mga details eh.
Right.
Now, you at Mount Claire, mga ganun.
Mm-hmm.
It was, scorching day at Mount blah blah blah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Kasi it makes it more, pag may specificity, mas kapani-paniwala di ba? Kasi
right.
It's not something na parang gawa-gawa lang. Siguro,
right.
Just curious na ako, bro. Kasi I'm really into that, interviewing the stories, getting the juice, no? Curious na ako with, especially lately, there's been a lot of interest with e-com. How would the way you ask these stories differ for if your client is sa e-com naman? Kasi usually it's not too personal, di ba? It's a bit,
right.
Yung owner is not the front of that business. How would your questioning be different?
Okay. Pag e-com naman, bro, it's not as story intensive.
Right.
Kasi una-una, e-com is baguhin natin yung term. It's not really e-com. Kasi pag e-com, kasama din yung products na info products. Ano bang tamang tawag din? Sabi natin physical products.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the physical products kasi, bro, there are impulse buys.
Right.
Parang, you don't have to convince me with your sub-story or...
Right.
Like, you have to go straight to the point. I mean, parang di ba? Parang yung palabas ka na ng grocery, nakita mo yung toothbrush o kaya yung bubble gum.
Right.
Diba? Parang, wala naman siyang sinabi story sa'yo. Nakita mo lang, bubble gum. So, candy. So, ganun yung mga kadalasan for e-com. So, we don't really go with the story that much.
Mm-hmm.
But for e-com, the more entertaining it is, the better. Kasi ang goal mo lang naman sa e-com, kasi sometimes you're selling items that are not, parang commodity items.
Right.
So, alam ka namang i-pain point mo lang i-pain point every time you're gonna sell a commodity item. Parang, di naman, But the reason why they're gonna keep opening your emails is because you're entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, if it's not stories, sabihin natin it's not a long drawn out stories, how do you put in entertainment naman if it's a bit, medyo straightforward naman kasi, di ba, yung e-com? How do you still put entertainment there if it's not heavy in stories?
Bawa, bebenta ng toothbrush, parang lagay ka ng quote ni Liam Neeson.
Okay.
Parang I have a very specific set of skills. Blah blah blah. And when I find you with the dirty teeth, I'm gonna hunt you. Parang like
Okay.
Wala, parang yung intro pa lang nakakatawa na. Parang just biglang ang segue na do not let Mr. Neeson find you blah blah blah. Go here, parang ganun.
Right. It's a bit lighthearted, no, yung approach.
Yeah, lighthearted.
Yeah. Nice. May tanong pala, I got some questions about when I was talking about emails. Naalala ko, tinatanong ako how often do I send. Like, lately siguro, hindi na ako nakaka-daily, but say 3 times a week. Right. Nanlaki yung mata niya. Parang, even sa 3 times a week, nanlaki yung mata niya. Parang medyo, nakita mo, hindi mo ma-fake it parang medyo nagka-mini heart attack siya. Tapos, she was asking, siya daw na sa like makeup sila. And sabi niya, very visual daw sa kanila. So, paano yun? Kasi I was telling them about, my style kasi is more text-based. So, paano yun? Parang feeling kasi nila, kailangan lahat like picture, visual, kasi yun nga yung binibenta nila. What's your opinion on that regarding text-based and having heavy image newsletters?
Heavy image is bullshit. I'm not saying that you can't do heavy image. You can. Mm-hmm. It has its time and place din naman.
Right.
But to say that text doesn't work because your audience is visual. Lahat ng babae visual.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Labo naman nun. Hindi lahat na tao visual na tao. And anong tingin mo pag binabasa mo yung text, hindi ba visual yun?
Right.
Kumbaga, yun like I know this, and I know this for a fact kasi one of the biggest companies that are doing makeup, naging kliyente ko sila. It's just that hindi ko lang itinuloy kasi nauubusan na ako ng mga girly things to say.
Okay.
Ang hirap, tinatanong ko pa asawa ko ano ba pakiramdam ng lipstick, di ba? Parang hindi ko, medyo matrabaho siya para sa akin.
Mm-hmm.
So, tawag dito. I'm not saying that it doesn't work in design. Kumbaga pwede kang maglagay ng design doon. Mm-hmm. But again, like what I said, entertainment works better.
Right.
Like parang, I remember, parang gano'n, what's up ladies? Gano'n. What's up ladies? it's the 4th of July, we're doing a mini barbecue. Parang nagpakita ka lang ng picture ng barbecue, gano'n.
Right.
Ganyan. And if you're, if anything, your makeup mo malamang, yung iba, lusaw na, siguro ganyan. So imbis na lapitan ka pa nung imbis na akalain nung neighbors mo ng 4th of July, baka isipin nila Halloween na sa itsura mo.
Nice.
Diba? You're just making it fun eh. Like, decision mo. So to avoid, the next apocalypse from happening, kunin mo na to. Yun lang. And then suggest a makeup.
Right.
People like that better than visual. Tapos, hey, buy now, 4th of July, makeup, lipstick, blah, blah, blah. When they click on the website, you're gonna see that anyway.
And I think even when you were saying that, yung words mo itself is very visual eh. Diba? Apocalypse, Halloween, there's an image that each word is representing. So, even if it's just text, parang yung sa utak mo, it's very visual eh, when you read that. So, yeah, cool.
So, yan. Tapos, ano ba yung sinabi natin? Traffic, offer,
stories, yung
stories. And the last one, after a launch is done, is that's where I pinpoint additional opportunities. Right. Kasi yung iba kasi, once they've done the job, wala na silang follow-up, wala nang like, yun nila, tapos yung project, that's it. But for me, it's my time. Nakita mo na yung conversion ko eh.
Right.
So, this time, I'm gonna tweak your landing page.
Right.
Diba? If we converted at 4% here, imagine if I can increase your landing page. Ang dali nang ibenta ng ganun, pare.
Right.
Tutulungan mo na siya. You've already done the hard work eh. Diba? All you have to do is increase na lang yung sa traffic. For example, sales page, it converted at X%. Nakita ko, crappy. Sabi ko, how about we test my sales page?
Right.
Diba? Kung na-convert tayo ng ito, imagine the money that we lost dahil may 1% tayong hindi na nakikita. Or, I could, lagi kong bino-volunteer to affiliate swipes.
Okay.
Affiliate swipes. Another thing that I offer is social media marketing, ganon. Facebook ads. Pero, ang maganda nun, hands off na ako nun. Wala na akong gagawin. I just refer them to some guy and I get the commission for doing it. So parang, diba, like, hindi ko alam ba't nila ginagawa ng mga freelancers. Parang takot na takot silang mag-refer ng ibang tao sa kliyente. Diba?
Right. Question lang pala, bro. You mentioned you wrote some makeup, di ba? How about, kasi syempre we have women copywriters din. Ang crossover naman sila na lalaki yung client.
Right.
Adjust for the gender switch in terms of the voice.
You just ang gamot lang talaga doon. You talk to the brand ambassador. Like for example, brand ambassador nila back then was Megan. So all I have to do is talk to Megan every single day. For like 2 weeks yata or 3 weeks. I have to talk. I mean, sometimes I go way beyond. Like for example, I even ask a questionnaire. Like, can you give me 2 contacts na pwedeng magbigay ng 2 references that know something about you. Tapos kakausapin ko yung mga tropa nila. Like kung paano ba siya. Like, kasi kadalasan yung mga tropa may alam silang mas funny stories sa tao.
Right.
Diba? Like, si ganyan, nung high school, ito nangyayari, ganun. So parang, ayun. Tapos, when it comes to language, alam mo yung kapag lagi mong kausapin tao, halos parang na-adapt mo na yun.
Right.
So yun yung ginagawa ko. I talk to them every single day. Parang, kapag parang break-in tuloy, parang nagsisimula pa lang yung service is, send ako ng email, papakita ko sa kanila, tapos I'll ask them to read it. Parang,
okay.
Ano yun, every day yun. Like parang, every day sa gabi, tapos 2 weeks. That is if you're having trouble talaga sa...
Right. Is it specifically...
For the market.
Is it specific? Do you do this kahit like guide din yung susulatan mo ng voice? Or is this yung...
Usually babae.
Usually babae. Yung
Kasi I'm having a
immersion.
hard time. Yeah. I'm having a hard time trying to channel my Kikai side. So, parang kailangan ko ng konting push.
Quotable quote yun. Having a hard time channeling my Kikai side.
Kikai side na.
Alright. So cool. Last few questions, bro. I don't want to keep too long. Now that you did all that legwork, as you can see, guys, you before you even type, ang daming legwork. Pero that would make the actual writing easier. I get this question a lot then. Like, once you have that, how do you determine how many emails you'll write and what are the things that you'll be writing? Do you have a template already, or how do you approach that?
But well, you know naman when it comes to launch emails, I have a template. But for me, the rule of thumb kasi sa akin is it doesn't matter really how many emails I write. If I can show the opportunity, if I can cover the objections, if I can cover transformation, and if I can show transformation, and if I can make him feel what it feels like to own the product, and as less emails as possible, mas okay. Kasi the more that you let a campaign run, nagiging parang nanlilimos ka na ng pera mo.
Right.
So we want to make sure na medyo tight lang yung for example, like 7 days. Pinaka 8. If I can show them the opportunity, the objections. And when I say objections, kailangan, kasi iba sa atin natatakot na to put the objection out there. Kasi baka mamaya, di ba, ay nila sabihin mahal. Mahal naman talaga. Ay lang sabihin na oo, mukha kang baguhan. Kahit baguhan naman talaga sila. Pero kumbaga, instead of killing the objection up front, talagang tinatago nila sa likod. So ang ending, walang benta. But the two biggest objections that that most email copywriters, how do I say this, forget to address is number one, making people believe first that it's possible.
Right.
Because a lot of people can see the opportunity, but they would say, imposible naman yan. Like, yeah, galing. Galing 7 figures, ganyan, or whatever. But at the back of their head, parang imposible naman.
Right.
So, that's the first objection. The second objection is, kaya yan.
Right.
And normally, yung mga inatas kasi nating objection, yung mga surface level, yung mga mahal ba yan? Or kikita ba ako dyan? Gano'n. But yung mga tanong na parang imposible, tapos kaya ko kaya yan, pinababayaan lang natin on the wayside. Ayun yung pinakamalaking objection, especially if you're selling coaching. Yun yung pinakamalaking objection na it's a big elephant in the room na hindi natin inaadres. Nasa utak lang ng tao.
Right. Tama. So, kasi usually, pag nasagot mo tong dalawa, parang to some extent, nasasagot mo na yung ibang objections eh. Kasi those almost don't matter. Yeah. So, parang yung 80-20, di ba? 80-20 principle. If you solve these two, it will solve like 80% of the objections. Parang trivial na lalabas yung ibang objection. If masagot mo yan. Great.
Right. So kumbaga, if I can include opportunity, I can answer the two objections, the transformation, and I can show the ownership in one email, I would do it.
Right.
So I just send like 4 emails.
Then yun na. Right. Yeah. That's a good approach to
Diba?
I think it's actually, kasi recently I've been doing some interview din sa mga students ko that got results. And I think subconsciously, siguro hindi ko siya consciously iniisip to answer these particular questions, but subconsciously, I was aware na if they can see students who has been from the brink of failure come back, parang, kumbaga sinusundo mo sila from a place of doubt, tapos sabay sila sa ride to success, parang gano'n. If they can do it, why not I? And yun din siguro party, I shared this in a post sa EMP about sa testimonials mo, parang it's not really a venue for you to parang thump your chest. It's really a way to answer an objection as well. So sa testimonials mo, you could also include not just glowing reviews of you, but ano ba yung challenge nila first na kung saan pumasok ka at natulungan mo sila. That way, kasi nobody's perfect naman, di ba? And kung puro praise lang sa'yo, parang there's a disconnect na napaka-perfect. Imposible naman na napaka-perfect na tao.
I'm actually weary, pare. I'm actually weary of putting sobrang successful na testimonials. To be honest, I don't put, mas mataas yung testimonial like blah, blah, blah in just 3 days. I don't put that in the sales page, pare. Inaalis ko yun sa mga clients. Hindi ka paniwala yun. Alam mo, like, it instead of making me say, oh, astig. Lalo lang, the only time I put in yung ganong mga testimonials, if it's part of the point that I'm trying to make.
Right.
Say, for example, I made a point na, you don't need any credentials freelancing. Blah, blah, blah. Like, for example, like, take blah, 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 for example, the story. And then, kahit sobrang laki nung win niya, it's not taken as a testimonial kasi it's part of the, it's part of the, parang lumalabas a testimonial under the radar.
Right.
It's not taken as, as a separate entity na testimonial.
Right. Hindi siya stand-alone. Parang to make my point, parang you're quoting a newspaper. Parang ganun labas na may source ako. I think story. Then, hindi siya yung highlight, but to support my point, ito yung
Exactly.
Right.
So, dapat yung mga biggest testimonials mo, yung ganun yung format. Hindi yung tipong nasa baba na.
Right.
Dapat yun yung tipong nandun sa pinakataas. Like, okay, so ito yung lesson and here's why it's important and testimonial kung bakit important yung lesson na yun. So, parang part of the part of the story. Mas maganda kasi ilagay din yung mga pinakamalalaki because hindi siya na-overwhelm ngayon. Like parang, you're just telling me this kasi to make a point.
Right.
But you're not telling me this to impress me.
Right.
Yun yung
Right. Kasi parang when you say yung nga yung claim mo about not needing credentials, so on and so forth, syempre may objections din lumalabas sa utak ng tao na kasi this is what I've been believing for the longest time. So you have an argument in the copy itself, in the body, and part of it is yung success, yung kumbaga what you would use as a testimonial. You can use it as a supporting fact instead to support, to tighten the argument. So yeah. Okay, so yun, I think maraming makagagamit yan in their careers as well. So yeah, I like your approach with ako din, I don't really give a specific number sa sequence kasi it's hard to put a figure Tapos, paano kung yung 7 emails mo na yun, iba naman yung nilagay mo, iba yung...
Right.
It's hard. There's a lot of moving parts. So, siguro last na about the tactical parts. Sabihin natin, of course, sabi nga natin na hindi naman perfect lahat ng ginagawa natin. If you encounter, say, sabi mo, you can at least have 4%, diba? Conversion rate. So kung 1 to 2% yung conversion ng client mo, dollar signs. But what if whatever you wrote, flat lang, like you didn't reach yung 4%? How do you troubleshoot yung copy mo or your output?
Okay. Ang ano doon, like the only thing that really happens na hindi ako nagko-convert is if I was negligent pare sa unang mga promise pare, like I've never had a non-converting campaign when I checked all the boxes,
right,
so to speak. Kung hindi ako nabulag sa pera, hindi ako okay to. Mga ganun. Like the moment I check the boxes, like I check the traffic, I check the offer. Kasi don't wanna realize pare, like just traffic and the offer, you've already won. That's it. Kaya nga mas kanina nag-usap tayo, mas marami pa akong rules about checking the offer kaysa sa writing emails.
Right.
Kasi, di ba, like, why, kung sa Pareto principle, yung 20% mo that would yield 80% results would be, would be your offer. But say, for example, worst comes to worst, hindi ka talaga nag-convert. Diba yan? 10% na lang problema mo, hindi ka pa rin nag-convert. So, that's the time that you send yung do you hate me email.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yun yung parang yung parang fail safe. But even if ito na nga yun kasi I'm sure your audience are aware na you do surveys, di ba? Yung the ask method when it comes to blank was your number one single biggest challenge.
Right.
And the funny thing about that is kapag ginawa mo talaga yun, hindi pwedeng hindi bebenta eh. Like the only reason na hindi bebenta yun kapag sinunod mo yung format na yun is yun nga, yung offer. And then there's also the magic wand question.
Right.
If you're familiar with it.
Yeah. If you could you have a magic wand, ano yung gusto mong output, product, or ganun.
Tama. But here's the thing, have you noticed? All of those are done before.
Right.
Diba? Yung do you hate me email lang ang that is being done after. And even then, we used to do it in the middle para makapag-pivot pa yung campaign.
Right.
Diba? But I guess what I'm trying to say is a lot of people, when they think about email copy or email marketing, they think you should be a writer. Actually, you should be a researcher. That's
right.
If you're a researcher, you're gonna make a better email copywriter than a writer makes. Than a writer. Because it's not really writing. I'm not sure if they're familiar enough of sa ibang mga pinagsasabi natin dito, but if you know what I mean, like kasi medyo high level na lang konti itong pinag-usapan natin para nag-aalala nga ako baka hindi masunod yung iba, but alam mo yun, it's not hindi talaga writing eh. As much as I'd like to say na you're gonna be a good writer, if you're a good writer, you're a good email copywriter, as much as I'd love to say that, hindi ko talaga masabi with 100% conviction. Kasi I've had writers before who are really good writers, but cannot make a case para bilhin yung product.
Right.
Ang dami niyang pasikot-sikot, ang dami niyang cheche-boreche. Like sometimes I'll edit their emails, tatanggalin ko yung 10 paragraph and still makes sense.
Right.
Alam mo yun?
True. Parang napansin ko yun lately when I do edits kasi I'm trying to do some mentorship na rin. Sometimes when you do edits, parang dun mo rin nakikilala yung sarili mo na sometimes kasi you do your own style. Napansin mo when you review their work, dun mo na-articulate yung alam mo na but you don't really put it into words. So sometimes when they nadadagdagan, yun sabi mo parang ang daming stuffing na parang it doesn't move the story, it doesn't prove your point. So actually, minsan yung gitna, itanggal ko yung taas eh. I-move ko yung gitna sa taas. Kasi parang yan yung meat that will get their attention. Then, parang it's not really about, kasi sometimes when you do it long enough, sometimes you get a knack for it na minsan...
Sometimes you can't explain.
Yeah, sometimes you can't explain.
You can explain why you can do stuff, though, you can do things the way you do. Para minsan nagsusulat ako. And then may nanonood sa akin, like, habang nagsusulat ako. And then he said, ba't sinimulan mo sa gitna? And I was like, wala lang. But yeah, you feel something na mas maganda siyang simulan sa gitna. Bisa naman magsisimula ka sa dulo. Bisa naman magsisimula ka sa pinaka on top.
Right.
Hindi mo naman masabi sa kanila kung bakit mo ginagawa yun. Kasi feeling mo lang, mas mag-move yung gagawin mo pag ginawa mo.
Right. Tsaka feeling ko may kanya-kanya tayong influence on a personal level. So, sa akin, I'd say some of my influence with my writing, hindi siya conscious. Like, growing up, mahilig ako sa yung mga psychological thriller, some of them sa mga stand-up comedy. So sometimes kasi yung set-up sa comedy, set-up story, then punchline. So dito, instead of punchline, that's a call to action or that's a lesson. So, yun yung nade-develop behind the scenes na hindi mo consciously ginagawa. So, I guess doon papasok din yung I guess you adapt along the way. Of course, we all have different sets of backgrounds. So sometimes hindi natin ma-explain bakit we are wired that way. So yeah. I think doon papasok with like having a mentor or handwriting copy. Kasi what you're getting is the flow and mentor for the feedback, diba, to shorten the learning curve. So, yeah. So, bro, so sobrang thank you. Ang ganda, dami sobrang na-contribute. I'll close it. We'll do an invite for your tribe in a few seconds. Firstly, before we end, gusto ko na ng quick word association game. So hindi ko, I sent you the questions, hindi ko binigay yung words para spontaneous. Okay, so what's the first thing that comes up when you hear these words? Okay, so first word, emails.
Mahirap.
Yeah. Next, clients.
Malapit na.
Freelancing.
Sucks.
Pinoy.
Magaling.
Lastly, life.
Wala akong masabi para sa life. Grabe.
Right.
It's a life has had a lot of meanings for me. Sad, happy. Now I'm, top of the world, parang ganun. So dami, wala akong masabi sa word.
Right. Cool. Perfect. Yun yung first thought mo. And siguro, I just like to share, from my point of view to you guys. As you've seen, I fully endorse yung ginagawa ni John. The thing is, I remember from his story na shinare niya ngayon, luck played a big role in him discovering yung email, the freelancing world. But it didn't happen but if he didn't spend yung 9 months na 5 hours siya nagsusulat, that luck wouldn't have happened. And siguro nabanggit niya during that time, wala naman nagko-coach, wala nagtuturo on how to do this. I think luck is on your side today because what he teaches, he has taught this for the past year, and dami ng success story. And there is now a platform where you can manufacture your own luck. And a lot of those people do it inside John's tribe. And yeah, I think it's something you should really consider. Not just siguro freelancers, but also even as entrepreneurs, because it's not just the tactics, it's the mindset. As you can see, yung call natin, like 80% is about the mindset, the story. Because without that, in tactics wouldn't really matter that much. So siguro, I just want to give you the floor, John, if you have words to share or to invite people to the tribe, because I know it's gonna close in a couple of days. So maybe you'd like to invite people to join.
Yeah. Ano ba? Like I'm not really someone, like someone you'd see me invite people.
Right.
So this is actually a first for me to invite people on a webinar. So yeah, if you guys wanna learn. Okay, so I'm gonna like you could go to the sales page right now. It's the Freelance Movement Tribe.com/enroll.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Pagpunta niyo sa sales page na yun, you're gonna see a lot of success stories. Like in a way, you're gonna be wowed with with what's inside the tribe. But what I'm trying to say here is don't be fooled by the sales page. Because to be honest, what I'm trying to sell you here is like an example of a chocolate-covered vegetable. I'm selling you the chocolate, which is what you're gonna see on the sales page, which is what you're gonna get it. There's nothing wrong, I'm not saying you're not gonna get it or I lied about the sales page. But here's the thing: what I'm really trying to sell here inside the tribe is yung accountability. Because accountability, that's something that you can't really buy from the market. Like you can buy courses right now. No one's gonna offer you accountability. Like they just say they have accountability. Especially sa mga sa states na courses, they say, well, may Facebook group accountability, etc. And then when you go there, it's like a ghost town. So, like a lot of people say they have accountability, but the thing is, wala naman talaga. And that's what I'm trying to sell here, the accountability. So what we're doing is we're technically holding you for example, you're just starting out. You're just holding your hand until you, by the time na pwede ka nang bitawan, and then you can make, you can pretty much make your own, make your own luck, as Alan said. But yeah, you can go to the sales page, be amazed no sa mga kasi there. I mean, I got students earning 7 figures a month. Dalawa na sila. Actually, tatlo na pala. Nakalimutan ko ang announce. Tatlo na sila. Students earning 7 figures a month. And this was only a try that was started 3 months ago. So just imagine, di ba?
Wow.
Yeah, but the thing is, I only put 1 7-figure dun sa sales page. That's how I'm too weary of mga things that are hard to believe. Mga ganun. Eh, yung isa nilagay ko, kasi part na ng sales page, like no story. So, yeah, you can go there, check out the stories, be amazed ng mga success stories. But don't be, again, like I said, don't be fooled. It's what I'm really trying to sell you here is the accountability. Because that's something that most courses don't have. Information is dime a dozen. You can go to the internet right now, have information. But the thing is, no one's going to curate it for you. We do. No one's going to make the information more digestible. We do. No one's going to hold your hand while you're, how do I say this? No one's going to hold your hand while you're studying the information. We do. And in fact, aside do sa mga bonuses, bonuses now, you're going to see the exact proposals, the exact calls, the exact scripts, even the proposal reviews that we're making. You're going to see them like live, like may mga example na kami doon. Aside from that, Alan's giving you a ton of bonuses, which if I'm honest, like if I was a freelance, if I was starting email marketing, I'd probably be all over this bonus. If I was starting out, siguro malamang tingin sa mga hinanap ko sa Black Hat sites before. Like, I'm serious, man. Like, iba-iba yung like, especially kay Dan Sato and sino kanina sa babae?
Shari Friedman?
Shari. Oo, Shari Friedman. Okay din yan. So, yun. And to be honest, that's yung bonus pa lang ni Alan, that more than makes up for your enrollment sa tribe. Again, like I said, take the sales page with a grain of salt. Okay? Huwag kayo masyadong stick siya, ganun, 6 figures. Yeah, it's amazing, but that's not really what we're trying to sell. And I'm being honest here, kasi you guys listened to me for like 2 hours. The least I could do is not lie in your face. So yeah. Yun lang. So if you're keen to enroll, I think Alan posted the link. Just click that link and I'll see you on the inside. Yeah.
All right. Cool. So that was parang one of the most anti-selling but highly effective selling na pitch na yun nga, damaging admission, di ba? It was being true. So, yeah. Thanks a lot, bro. And yeah, I think yung sa replay natin, we'll share it so that mayroong mga taong hindi naka-attend right now. And yeah, guys, thanks a lot for attending. I'm sure John delivered so much value. Ang dami ang quotable quotes. Actually, I was taking notes, so sometimes hindi ako nakatingin sa screen. Pero I can't resist eh. Like, 13 1. Very neat but incomplete. Parang nakakaaliw yung mga kwento. I guess with people din who want to do email. Yung back and forth natin, it's a microcosm of the interviews that you will do for your clients din. Kasi like hindi naman ilalabas ni John yan without like a prompt or a question kasi it's hidden layers from his history. Right. And to some extent, you have seen a demonstration of an interview, not that deep, but you can see how we can uncover quotes like these from an informal talk. So those are you can use those in your own stories.
You know what? Even better. Like for those who are in your group, we're gonna join the tribe since email copywriting din naman ang nila. I'm gonna give them the exact questions that I ask clients. Like kanina sabi ko.
Right.
They're gonna get that. They're also gonna receive yung tawag dito, like the offer, like questions that you need to ask yourself to create a better offer.
Right. Cool.
So I can't keep that all to myself. I need to share that with di mababaliw ako. So
right.
No, promise pare, like when you know something, you feel that urge to tell someone.
Right.
And wala namang makaintindi sa akin sa type about offers and stuff in a deep mad way. Kundi mga copywriters lang din.
Right.
So want people who understand copywriting. So if ever you're gonna join, you're gonna get that. Just tell Alan to tell me that you're gonna get that para ma-send ko rin or to let you guys know. But yeah, it's gonna be inside the tribe.
Cool.
No.
Ayos. So thanks a lot, bro. Yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun to have you sa conversation anytime, either sa mastermind o ganyan. kahit sa chat lang sa Facebook. So
we haven't talked about this, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Talked about this topic.
At this
medyo malalim yung napag-usapan natin.
Medyo malalim. But I was comfortable with the audience kasi medyo ito yung, well, in that sense, di lang sila freelancers but people who are into emails. So
right.
I felt that it was a semi-green signal to go to nerd out. So so kung ano man, kung hindi nila naintindihan, I did it for selfish reasons na ako naman natuto. So, joke lang. But, so, thanks a lot, guys. So, we won't keep you, John. Thanks for time. Thanks for creating the tribe, and I'm sure there's a lot more people coming in the next couple of days. So, yeah. Good night, everyone. Good night, John. And talk to you soon.